Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles and back to the Sudoku U series, which I've decided to extend. I know I said in the last video that we would, and today would be the lecturer's notes or the teacher's notes, but considering that Signet Sudoku Volume 3 has just been released and I've got a bunch of puzzles from that book still to feature, I decided I was going to throw a few more of the students' puzzles into this run. So that's what I'm doing, and today I'm continuing with Jack-O-Lantern by Dilemma. Let's keep a seasonal theme going. It's way off season, but who cares? It's a good puzzle, I'm assuming. We'll find out together. So of course there'll be a link below to where you can try this puzzle for yourself, as well as to where you can get a copy of Signet Sudoku Volume 3, Signet Sudoku Volume 1 and 2 also available. You can download the book in PDF format for free, or you can also order a printed copy, I believe. So they're all available. Is there anything else I want to go into? I've gone through all the details before. I kind of want to get straight into the puzzle. Now, I will note that it isn't detailed above, but detailed in the puzzle description below and in the puzzle link, there is an accessibility note about the difference between the Dutch Whispers line and the Entropic line. I'm not resetting this puzzle. Normally I would put something into the grid to make a clear distinction of the different lines, but I'll go through it when I cover the rules, and there is a note in the puzzle description, in the puzzle and everything. Just for space reasons, it's not listed above, but we will go through that when I explain the rules. So for people watching, it'll have been explained, and for people who are solving in the grid, they are detailed there. So it should all be covered, I hope. So let's, anyone who says, oh, I couldn't tell the difference between the lines, it's called out everywhere. So hopefully that's good enough. So let's have a look at the rules of Jack-O-Lantern by Dilemma. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have German whispers. So adjacent digits on a green German whisper line must differ by at least 5. So these digits have a difference of at least 5. Those digits have a difference of at least 5. Those digits have a difference of at least 5. The same of any connected cells by a green line. Dutch whispers, which are these zigzag lines. These lines here. Adjacent digits along an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by at least 4. So these digits will be at least 4 apart. These digits will be at least 4 apart. Those digits will be at least 4 apart. Entropic lines. Any set of 3 adjacent cells along the peach entropic line must contain a low digit, a 1, 2, 3, a middle digit, 4, 5, 6, and a high digit, 7, 8, 9. So this is the entropic line. Be very, very clear. So this is the entropic line here. So any 3 digits that you can that are adjacent along this line will contain a low, mid, and a high. Those 3 will contain a low, mid, and a high. Those 3 will contain a low, mid, and a high. Those 3 will contain a low, mid, and a high. The accessibility note is at the bottom where it says the Dutch whispers are zigzags and the entropic line extends across all of row 9 and up into boxes 4 and 7. So this is the Dutch whisper, and these are the Dutch whispers, and this is the entropic line. I would have called that out in a different way in the grid. I possibly would have put DW in the corners and, DW in the corner here and here, and EL in this or something, or I would have put a symbol at the end of the line. Has become quite a common way of doing it. But anyway, so what else have we got? Ratio pairs. Cells separated by a black dot are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given, so it's perfectly fine for this to be in a 2-to-1 ratio, or for us to put a 3 here, which would make this in a 2-to-1 ratio. That would be fine. And V pairs. Digits in cells separated by a V must sum to 5. It says not all dots are necessarily given. Means that not all V's are necessarily given. So it's perfectly fine for these 2 cells to sum to 5. That would be fine. They're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So the obvious place to start is this has to be a 1, because this must be at least 5 apart from 6. So I have to either go up by 5, which would make it 11 or higher, or down by 5, which would make it 1 or lower. But that makes it 1 because I'm only working with the digits 1 or 9. This now has to be higher by at least 5, which means this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay. Do I want to look at the entropic line? I know one of those 2 is 6, and I know that, okay, let's look at this, because this is 3 digits separated by black dots that all see each other. So I could either go 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8. I can't go 3, 6, 12 because I don't have 6 available, and 4, 8, 16 is blatantly dumb. So this is either 124 or 248, meaning the middle is 24 and these are from 1248. Does that actually help me? Well, hang on, there must be a 2 on this. So 2 and 4 must be on this because it's either 124 or 248. So this can't be have a 2 or a 4 on it. So this is either 1 or 3 because the V symbol, you can only make this up of digits that are below 5 because I need two digits that sum to 5. And if I used a 5, the other side would be a 0. And if the digit was above 5, then it would be lower than the other side would be lower than 0. So these have to be lower, but this can't be 2 or 4. So this is 1 or 3. So this is either 2 or 4, giving me a 2-4 pair in the column. Does that, well, one of those has to be low. Okay, along the, well, that's a 5. That is just a 5. Right, yeah, okay, so German whispers. You can never put a 5 on a German whisper line because what would go next to it? If I made this a 5, because of the 5 difference, I either have to add 5 or more or subtract 5 or more. If I add 5 or more, I'm at 10 or higher. If I subtract 5 or more, I'm at 0 or lower. None of those are valid Sudoku digits. So 5 can't go in any of those. This is a 5, but there's a 4 difference for each of these lines. So if I go up by 4, then I'm at 9. If I go down by 4, I'm at 1. And the same is true here. So this is a 1-9 pair because I need a 4 difference. So there's no 1 in this. This is 2, 4, 8 with a 4 in the middle, and these are 2 and 8. So these are, well, this is now the 3 and this is the 2 because 1 and 2 are not, 1, 2 and 4 are not available. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7 go into those cells. That is a really nice opening. But there has to be a 1 in here because the nature of a German whisper line. So you can never put because you can never put a 5 on a German whisper line. On the line, you're always going to have a digit that is below 5 or above 5. You can never put 2 digits below 5 next to each other on the line. They're too close. The difference is only 3. The same is true for 2 digits that are above 5. The biggest difference is only 3. So you're always going to alternate high, low, high, low, high, low, or low, high, low, high, low, high. So because you're alternating, if this is high, you're going to go high, low, and these are always different. And the same as if this is low, they're always different because they're an odd number of steps away. So one of those is a 1, and the high digit, I don't know what it is, but it does mean these are the high digits because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are only from 7, 8, 9. So this is the high digit on the entropic line. So one of these is 1, 2, 3 without being a 3, and one of them is 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, this isn't the 1. This is the 1. So these are an 8, 9 because they must be high digits and can't be 6, 7. These are from 2, 3, 4, and this is actually, no, wait. Yeah, this is a 6 or a 7, and it can't be a 6, because if this is a 6, the only digit that was 5 away is a 1. So this is a 7, this is a 2. There's no 2 here. There's no 7, 8, or 9 here. This is a 6, and this is a 3 or a 4, making it a low digit. So this has to be an 8 or a 9, because it has to be a high digit, but 6 and 7 are too close to 3 and 4. And this is a low digit, which is 2, 3, or 4. In fact, this is also 2, 3, 4, because it sees 1, could be 2, 3, 4, it sees 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 is in one of those two now. Okay. I need some way of determining which way this Dutch whisper line goes. This is high, but if this is a 9, I could put a 5 in one of those, so I can't use alternating. The 2 here makes this the 8 and this the 2. The 8 looks like making that the 9 and that the 8, which means this can't be the 4. This is the 3 because 8 and 4 are only 4 apart. So this is the 4, making that the 9 because 4 can only go next to 9. It's 5 apart, and that's absolutely extreme, which does allow this to still be 2, 3, or 4. 9 is over here. 6 is down here, but I'm not sure what that's doing. This can't be one. Ah, right. This is a high digit because it can't be 1, 2, 3. If it was 4, this would need to be 9 and it can't be. So this is a high digit. It's 6, 7, 8 or 9 and it can't be 7 or 9. There's already a 7, 9 in the box. Now, if this is 6, this is 1. And if this is 8, it's 1, 2 or 3. So this is only 1, 2 or 3. And the same here. No, this could be 4 though. So if this is low, it's 4 because it can't be 1, 2, or 3. If it's high, it can't be 6, 7, and it can't be 9. So this is either 4 or 8. That's very restricted. We know, oh, where's 5 in this row? Can't put 5 here because in this row, 5 is up here. So 5 can't be here. That's a 5. And this is, well, hang on. What's missing in this row is 4, 6, or 8, and that's 6. So this is a 4, 8 pair. What's missing in this row is 4, 6, or 8, and that is the 6. Where is 6 in this row is the question, and that makes this the 1. And 7 is in one of those two. And, oh, hang on. No, it's not. 8 is in one of those two. 4, 8. 4, 9, or 8, and that would be 2 or 3. One just means that has, well, if this is a 1, this is an 8 because it has to be 5 or higher and it can't be 5, 6, 7 or 9. If this is a 9, this is 2, 3 or 4 and these are from 2, 3, 4 or 8. So that's not done anything. Okay. 4 is in one of those two because I can't put 4 in either of those, but I need to put 4 in this row. So this isn't a 4. So these are just 2, 3, 8. Seven is down here with 9. Seven can't go there. Because 7 here would need this to be 1 or 2, and it can't be. 3 can't go. 3 and 5 are 5 apart. I could put 3 down here. Because these are from 2, 3, 7, 9. Is that right? They can be 2, 3. They can't be 4, 5, 6. They can't be 1. They can't be 4, 5, 6. They can be 7. 7 is needed to be in here. They can't be 8. Yeah, 2, 3, 7, 9. Now, 2, 3, 7, 9 are all permitted on the Dutch whisper line, but here, 2 and 3 are permitted by the 8. 7 is not permitted. 7 is too close to 8 and 4. So this is just 2, 3, or 9. But that's... And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 5 is the only thing forced in there. I'm quite confused. Is it the entropic line? Well, it is... So we know this, okay, so we know this is high. So this is going, this set of, right. This set of 3 needs a low and a mid. So this is a low and a mid. But where is the high in this set? Because we know this is low and mid. So this is high. And then the same rule applies. This is going to be at a low and a mid. So this is high. So this will be a low and a mid in order for this to have a low, a mid, and a high. So this will be high in order to make this set of 3 have a high. And this will be low and mid for this set of 3. So this set of 3, with this being a low and a mid, needs a high, and that will be a high. Now, this is 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. But this needs to have a mid in it. Right, this needs to have a mid in it. And the only mid available is 4. So there is a mid in here, and if this was a mid, this would be a mid, and the puzzle would be broken. So if this was mid, because if this was mid, this would be mid, because the way that this works is every third digit along the, or yeah, once you put a digit of a type in, you skip 2, and then it has to be the same type because of the fact that of what I was just explaining. This being high means these are the other two, and then this has to be high, and that keeps going with all of the other types. So if this was mid, this would be high and low, and this would be mid, and both of those would be mid. But we would then have 4 digits in the column that were 4 from 4, 5, 6, and that doesn't work. So this can't be the 4. If this is the 4, that would have to be from 4, 5, and 6, and it couldn't be. So that's the 4. That's really good. So this is the mid digit, which means these are both low, which means this is mid, low, mid, low, mid, low, mid. So this is 4 or 5 because it can't be 6. This is 4, 5, 6. This is 4 or 5 because it can't be 6. This one is 4, 5, 6. These, I can't see a restriction on these. These are from 1, 2, 3. This is a 1, so this isn't a 1. These are 2 and 3 because 2 and 3 is already in the column. This one is 1, 2, 3. If I put these 7, 8, 9s in, I'm done with those. And I can get rid of this colouring. But I need to figure out how to do this. The 1 looks up making, right, this the 9 and this the 1. This entropic line is what resolved this. This can't be the 8 anymore. This is the 8, which says this isn't the 8. The 4 looks up saying that's not the 4, that is the 4. And now I've got a 2, 3 pair making that a 1, which puts 1 in one of those two because 1 and 1 looking into this box and that one looking down. Okay, this being a 1 means this can't be a 2 or a 3 because they'd be too close. This is a 7 or a 9. Okay, so this has to be 4 different from 2 or 3. So it has to be 6 or higher. Because if I add 4 to 6, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 6 or 9 because of that. This is 7 or 8. This is 7 or 9, so I have to go down. And if I subtract, it has to be 5 or lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be 1. And that one's less powerful. But I've got triples in these columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are only from 5, 6, 7, and there must be a 6 in here. But this has to have 5 different without being 1, 2, 3, 4. If this was a 7, there'd only be a maximum of 2 different. 6, there'd be a maximum of 3 different. This is 5, this is 9. There's no, that makes this 7 and this 6, which makes this 5. This has to go, well, let's keep doing here. There's no 9 here. The 7 looks down, making that the 8, which takes 8 out of both of those. The 5 makes that the 4, which takes 4 out of both of those. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, and 7 is too close to 9. That's the 3, that's the 7. 5 can only go next to 1 and 9 because of the 4 difference, and the 9 is already in the row. That's the 1. This now has to be 5 or higher. It can't be 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 7 or 9. So it's 6 or 8 because there's already a 7, 9 pair in the box. Okay, this has to go up from 3, so it has to be 7, 8, or 9, because it has to be at least 4 difference, and it can't be 7 or 9. That's an 8, which means there's no 8 there. That's now a 7, 9 pair. That's a 7, 9 pair. But this has to go down by 4, so it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be 2 or 3. So this is 1 or 4. Okay. 4 is in one of those two. Well, there's no 1 here. 1, 2, 3. These are from 2, 3, 5. Yeah, these are 2, 3, 5 for the row. And the 5 is looking down saying that's not the 5. So this is the 5, saying this isn't. Okay. I get the feeling there's Sudoku I'm missing. So this 7, 9 pair. So I'm 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is a 1 or a 4 because it can't be a 6 or an 8. So this is a 6, 8. But the 1, 4 here, the 1 makes this the 4 and this the 1. 6, 8 means this is the 5, which means this is the 6. 6, 8, 2, 3, 7, 9. I'm not sure. 2, 3. So this is 7 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 7 or 9 and it can't be 9. That's the 7. That's the 9. That's the 7. That's the 9. That's the 7. Taking 7 out of there. So where's 7 in this box? It's not in those. It's not in those. It's not in either of those. That's the 7. It can't be here because it'd be too close by German Whisper. That's the 7. Which puts 7 in one of those two, because it can't be next to a 7 on a Dutch Whisper, and that 7 says not there. That's the 7 making that the 1. This is neat. This is really fun. So these are 2, 3, and 5 for the row. So what's the digit I haven't put in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 9. I have to put a 9 in one of those two. And that 9 says not there. That is a 9. This is 2, 3, or 5. I need to put an 8 in this box? True, but I'm not sure it's helping me. This is a pair. 1, 2, this is a 3, 6 pair. And no, actually, no, that's not resolving this. Something will. This 9 looking up, saying that's not the 9. So this is the 9. 2 and 3 are all too close to 4. So this is the 8. This is the 4. So there's no 4 there. This is a 2, 3 pair. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. Four is in one of those two. True, but unhelpful. These. There is a 2 in one of those two. Again, true enough. Oh, no, where's 5 in this row? This 5 says it is. Oh, no, I've already got 5 in this row. This is the 4. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 9. And the 9 is looking down, making that the 2 and that the 9. The 2 looks up, making that the 3. Which doesn't resolve this. 3 is still 4 away from me, or 3 or more away. This is the 6, this is the 3, making that the 8 and that the 6. The 3 looks down, making that the 2, that the 3, looking across, making that the 2 and that the 3. 2 takes 2 out of those. The 3 takes 3 out of there. So this is 2 or 5. This is a 2, 3, 5. The 7 makes this the 8. So 1, 2, 3, this is a 4 to complete the box. The 3 looks up, making that the 2, which makes that the 5, that the 3, that the 2, which makes that the 3, that the 5, that the 2, and that is the solution to the puzzle. I loved that one. Now, I'm sure there'll be people, even with the accessibility notes in the description and in the puzzle and in the introduction, who complain that they couldn't tell the difference of these lines. Not much I can do about that, but the puzzle was great. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Now, jack-o'-lanterns are not something that you ever see in Australia. I don't think I've ever seen anyone carve a pumpkin. You get the tinsel versions around Halloween, like only for the last few years. Like they're not sold in most stores. Like you get them in cheap discount stores, but Halloween is not something. Like I've never had a trick-or-treater at my door. But you know, it's an American thing. I'm on the other side of the planet. But yeah, don't mind doing the puzzle if it's this fun. Really good stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying Sudoku U. I am going to do a few more. And as always, good luck with your solving.